and Scott Kellum from SixCentSports.com previewing NFL Week 14 here on the SBR TV NFL Experts Roundtable. All right, let's get down to the Monday Night Football game. Now, this we talk about every week just because marketing loves us to do that, but this actually has maybe one of the best bets, in my opinion, out of all the games we've discussed, and that's Seattle -5 at home. Now, Seattle's just they're doing well on offense. Marshawn Lynch is running great, doing well on defense, and the Rams are just sort of, collapsing. They got shut out last week at San Francisco. They have all kinds of problems on offense and at quarterback. The Seattle went into St. Louis and beat them by 17 3 weeks ago. So I'm thinking maybe the Seahawks -5 might just be a great bet. Scott Kellum, would you agree with that?
I do. I like Seattle in this game, actually, probably quite a bit. They,
Okay.
First of all, they qualify in one of my better fundamental rushing situations. That situation is 527, 388, and 23 since 1983. That's one of those that's 25 and 12 this year, so it's had a good year this year as well, and it's pointing towards them. I make the number on this game, I think close to around 8 points. 9 points actually for Seattle with a total of 38. So I think there's some value with Seattle. And like you said, the Rams are a mess. And historically in this game, last year Seattle, as we know, won this game, last game of the season to go to the playoffs. They were 4-point dogs. They won 16-6, which obviously the math there says they won by 10. That's been the closest that the Rams have come in Seattle the last, I believe, 6 years. Every other game has been more than 10 points in favor of Seattle. So they have, with their home field dominance, they play pretty well at home, as we all know. They have played the Rams extremely tough at home and essentially blown them out in the last 6 years. And they're playing pretty well at home again this year. The Rams are a mess. I see Seattle potentially walking all over the Rams. They've got tons of injuries on both the offense and defense that they've accumulated over the year. I don't see the Rams being very competitive in this game at all.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking it. Dave Golikoff, do you agree?
I completely agree. No head coach takes advantage of a cheap opportunity to win some press better than Pete Carroll. He'll be fired up on the sidelines to get his 5th win of the season or his 6th win of the season, whatever it is. And guess what? Pete Carroll gets, 10, 11 days to prepare for the St. Louis Rams. I mean, we don't know whether it's Sam Bradford or A.J. Feely. Either one of them is going to air it out, I'm sure, in this game. But you know what? I just love Seattle in this spot because it truly, Pete Carroll truly gets up for these games. He really does. They're such a bad team. They have no talent on this roster. But for these types of games, these meaningless games at home where, he can get a win in front of a national audience, they're going to be fired up. So I agree. I do like the Seattle Seahawks, despite all of my sarcasm.
No, I absolutely agree. I'm liking Seattle -5. It's bounced around a bit, -5, and maybe St. Louis team total under 17. That might be a good bet as well. All right, that's our preview of NFL Week 14 here on the SBR TV Experts Roundtable. Thanks once again to Scott Kellum from SixCentSports.com and Dave Golikoff, senior sports columnist for AskMen.com. Thanks so much, guys.